Hi, welcome to Numina, the only place that's reverse engineered the College Board. We're going to show you how to solve these problems very quickly with mathematical precision and with 100% confidence. That means you no longer have to rely on the answer key, but purely on the power of knowledge. The mind is a powerful tool, and we're going to show you how to use it. Here's how it's done. Here we are with question 31. Remember, for paragraph improvement questions, we're looking for errors in grammar, logical transition, and coherence. For your convenience, we have enlarged the section that this question appears and the sentence that this question is referring to. Let's look at question 31. What should be done with sentence 7? Before we continue, let's go ahead and read this paragraph. Now, you may wonder and ask, why are we just looking at sentence 7? Well, sometimes you need to read a little bit above the sentence and below to make sure you have logical consistency, the transition fits and flows, and sometimes there's information that's related to this sentence that appears above or below the actual sentence that the question is referring to. So let's go ahead and read this question. In Antarctica, relations among the researchers and their countries are both simpler and more complicated than in the rest of the world. Relations are simpler because each country has only a few scientists on this isolated continent. Treaty clauses assure that the research there is non-military. On the other hand, when conflicts do arise, there is no clear process for dealing with them. Decisions that can make or break the preservation of Antarctica's unique environment and its scientific opportunities depend on a political system designed to have nobody in command. Question 31. What should be done with sentence 7? Now let's look at our choices. In A, it is suggested that we change assure to make sure. If we follow that suggestion, the sentence would now read, treaty clauses make sure that the research there is non-military. This suggestion does not improve the sentence, and if anything, make sure is wordy compared to assure, and it's also colloquial, so we want to stay away from those choices. So, choice A cannot be our answer. Let's take a look at choice B. Change treaty clauses to the clauses agreed to by the diverse countries represented there. If we make this change, the sentence would read, the clauses agreed to by the diverse countries represented there assure that the research is non-military. Well, this answer choice states the same idea in a less concise way. The word treaty necessarily implies that an agreement is made. Again, this choice is wordy. So choice B cannot be the answer either. Let's go ahead and move on to C. In choice C, we're asked to place sentence 7 before sentence 6. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Treaty clauses assure that the research there is non-military. Relations are simpler because each country has only a few scientists on this isolated continent. What you should know and notice about this suggestion is that sentence 7 explains one of the reasons why relations are simpler. Therefore, sentence 6 should not follow 7. Its original placement was logically correct. So, choice C cannot be our answer either. In choice D, we're asked to combine sentence 7 with sentence 6 by changing the period after continent to a comma. Let's go ahead and do that. It now reads, relations are simpler because each country has only a few scientists on this isolated continent. Treaty clauses assure that the research there is non-military. An immediate error that I see is we have a run-on sentence. Now, instead of two separate sentences, this choice wants us to try to combine or join two independent clauses with a comma, which we can't do. The new sentence requires a coordinating conjunction after the comma or a semicolon so we can have the proper and more appropriate logical progression. Here, we're simply left with a run-on sentence. So D cannot be our answer. The only letter left is choice E, but we should always do a check. E suggests that we combine sentence 7 with sentence 6 by changing continent, period, treaty to continent and also because treaty. The new sentence would read, relations are simpler because each country has only a few scientists on this isolated continent and also because treaty clauses assure that the research there is non-military. We like this choice a lot because combining sentences 6 and 7 with an and the subordinate conjunction because, well, this sentence now provides us both reasons why relations are simpler. So our answer is E. If you are confused by any of the points that we mentioned here, please go to our website, flip through our archives, and find the video that matches the concept or idea that you need help with, and study and take a lot of notes. Numina, empowering mind.